What is going on YouTube? Today I got myself some late night tenders. You can't tell obviously, but it's like 1 in the morning right now. And I wanted some tenders and nowhere's really open that has tenders except for A&W, I guess. But I went to the classic place that people always go to when they want late night food. And I got Denny's. Just got myself some chicken tenders here with some seasoned fries. So let's get into it. We're going to eat this and we're going to talk about the new Nas album that came out called Magic 2. Before we get started, guys, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Leave a comment down below if anything you want to try, anything you want to talk about. I'm down to do that. As always, timestamps in the description. So, two sauces I got here are buffalo sauce and plum sauce. So, let's off with the tender first. And then, ooh, that is a good tender. And then there you go. Yeah. It's pretty good. The tenders are pretty good. Obviously not like the best tender you'll ever have because it's Denny's, but you know, it's a tender, like nice and orange or red. I can't really tell. So how's your guys' day? Mine wasn't too bad. Just worked today, went to the gym, did some squats, eating some food, you know, on one meal a day. So let's just go ahead and get into the review of Magic, the album by Nas. So for those who don't follow Nas or his music, he's been on an absolute tear with Hit-Boy. Hit-Boy being a producer who produced for so many people. Beyonce, Kanye, just to name a few. So, Jay-Z. With that being said, this is the second installment of the Magic series. So the Magic series started in 2021, I believe. Just before Christmas time. Magic 1 came out with kind of like a surprise album that they came out with just to hold people over until the third King's Disease came out. And when I tell you, that album came out, people loved it. People loved it sometimes more than even the original King's Disease, which is crazy to me because King's Disease 2 was really good. Now, I do see why people like Magic 1 more than King's Disease series. I personally like it more than the first King's Disease. Probably like about the same as the second one, but either way. So this album has about 11 tracks. I'm only gonna count them as 10 because one of them is an intro, it doesn't count, or maybe 9 because the other one's a bonus track apparently. So starting off with Abracadabra. Abracadabra is a really good song. The album's only got 2 features, right? Abracadabra is a really good song. Has some nice, I guess, piano keys in it. It's got a nice, like, hard-hitting bass. It's got a good instrumental to it. However, in the next song over that, which is called Office Hours with 50 Cent, I start to see kind of like a problem that I'm having with the album. Dropping stuff everywhere. And it's something that's immediately noticeable for me between Magic 1 and Magic 2. So Magic 1, I feel like had more of like a groovy sound to it. It was more groovy, had more things going on in it. The samples were like more melodic too, where there's like more melodic instances. It was just like things like that in Magic 1. Magic 2 isn't like that. Magic 2 is more of like a repetitive sample 808 heavy album, which isn't a bad thing, to be honest with you. I see a lot of people liking it, but a lot of people liking it less. It's just I was expecting more of like Magic 1, which maybe I shouldn't have because they do try to do something at least a bit different every time. Office Hours was pretty cool though. Good instrumental. 50 Cent, that was a bad verse. I don't know what 50 Cent is doing. But 50 Cent just wasn't it just sounded like he wasn't trying. He like phoned in that verse. I don't know. I'm really not too sure. But, you know, it's 50 Cent. People haven't heard from this guy in like a long time, so people are gonna be like, oh yeah, let's listen to it. People are getting excited, right? Like I was. So, you know, can't really get too angry at the guy. So that's not bad. Next song after that was Black Magic. Now, Black Magic was the first time I listened to the song. I was like, I don't know about this one, because that one I didn't really like the sample. Not maybe I didn't like the sample of it. I didn't like the use of the sample. Now, going with the whole album, my only problems with it aren't even the rapping. It's kind of like the production choices. Except for on Black Magic, because I don't like how he was rapping on Black Magic. But definitely not a bad song. I wouldn't say it's a bad song, but it's not like a song that I personally would go back to a lot. But, you know, I could see a lot of people going back to it. Right? So, but either way, with that one song, it doesn't really ruin the whole experience for me. No. The next song after that is called Motion. And Motion's a really good song. I like Motion. The first time listening to it, I wasn't really into it too much. But then after I listened to it, probably for like the third or fourth time, I was like, okay, this is really good. There's like a really nice string section in it. A really nice breakdown at the end of the song. I like it. And he like Hit-Boy like chopped up the vocals and kind of did like a whole little like run with the vocals at the end. It was cool. Bokeem Woodbine, I like how it started, but for some reason, as the instrumental progressed, I didn't really like it. I don't know. There's just something about it. When the sample first started off, I thought the sample was going in a different direction than it actually went into. I thought the beat was going in a different direction than it was going to. It didn't really, which kind of disappointed me, but it's all good. And after that one, we have Irvin Magic Johnson or Irwin Magic Johnson. I'm not really sure what exactly it is. I think it's Irwin Magic Johnson. I'm not looking at it. I listened so many times, I'm just going off of memory right now. But that song was good. But that song was also a very repetitive song. It had like a very heavy, like repetitive string section that went like dun, 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 dun. That one's not really for me too much. I see a lot of people listening to that. Like I watch reviews of these like albums that come out too. Like, and I see a lot of people liking that song. So, no. Now, these next 4 tracks are some of my favorite tracks. So, first we have, I forget what this one's called. So, now we got What This All Really Means. So, that one's really good. I like the sample in that one. It's kind of like kind of reminds me of a Once a Man, Twice a Child on King's Disease 3. It's kind of like a reminiscing beat, like a beat that's like very happy and makes you want to think back. So that's a good one. I do like that one too. His rapping performance on that one's also really good. Oh no. The album I have the biggest problem with, to be quite honest with you. Now, the next track is my favorite track. It's called Slow It Down. That song sounds like a song that would be on literally the first King's Disease, in my personal opinion. Nice sample flip. You got constant groove. The sample isn't too repetitive to the point where it's too repetitive, like Irwin Magic Johnson. So that's a win. That one I instantly put on my playlist because when I heard it, I'm like, this is a good one. I really like his flow on that album as well. I really like his flow on that track as well. That's a good one. when I was thinking back to the album, it kind of like clicked to me what maybe was a bit different. The beats in Magic 2 didn't really evolve. Like, for example, Magic 1 had Dedicate, which evolved. Speechless and Magic 1 also like had parts where it was like evolving. It'd go back, but it also stay evolving. And it was just a bit different. It was just like more, I would say it's like, it was like more in depth. And I could just chalk it up to Magic 2 trying to go for a different feel. You know, I'm okay with that. I found a way at the tenders there. And the song after that is Pistol on the album cover. That was like, I think the song's like the fastest song. Like the fastest paced song of all of them. Well, the way it started, I didn't expect it to be a faster paced song. And then when it went on, I'm like, well, okay. I don't expect that. I read somewhere that in this album, Nas rapped 451 new words that he's never rapped before out of his 16 albums now. There we go. 451 new words. Insane. And last album's a bonus track. One mic, one gun. I'm going to assume the title of the track is named after a lyric in the song One Mic. Well, that's just my guess. No? Song was good too. Featured 21 Savage, but again, it was just a bit too repetitive. The beat, at least. Here's the final bite. Oh, there you go, you guys can see. Yeah. With that being said, guys, that was Denny's. It wasn't anything too crazy. Probably give it like a 5.7 out of 10. Like, it was good, but it wasn't anything to be like, oh my god, this is outstanding, because by all means, it definitely was not outstanding. So remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below if you want to try anything I'm talking about. I'm down to do that. And as always, check out suggested videos in the side. And yeah, Magic 2, pretty good album. Probably give the album like a 7.5 out of 10. It definitely wasn't like a Magic 1, which I'd give probably like an 8.5 or something. But it was like, it was fine. It was 7.5. It's 7.5 out of 10. Way better than the I took it and I gave the Food 5.7. I gave this 7.5. That's actually pretty funny. I like that. I like that a lot. But yeah, this was Denny's. And that was the Magic 2 review, thoughts, whatever you want to call it. And this first true review. Peace.